What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So, hope you're all staying safe and well out there. And of course, we head back into Premier League action in the last legs now of the Premier League. Not that many games left as we take on, of course, Burnley down at Turf Moor. Vincent Kompany's side, who are firing on all cylinders of late. Of course, they are undefeated in their last three and have been beaten just once in their last 8 outings. So, this is going to be an interesting game. See how it goes. Of course, it's going to be a 3 o'clock kickoff at Turf Moor tomorrow. So that means it will not be televised here in the UK. You will have to pick it up on a foreign stream. If, of course, you can't do that, then you'll have to listen to it on the radio. Talking about the Burnley team news, of course, like I say, they're going to be without some players, of course. Aaron Ramsey, Jordan Bayer, and a few others as well are going to be missing. There's a chance that, of course, Luca Colioso, I believe he's pronounced, sorry if I have butchered his name, could be recalled for Burnley. And of course, you know, looking at this game, this is the return of Eddie Howe as well, back to Turf Moor, an old club of Eddie Howe's, of course, Burnley. And you know, there's every chance of us coming away with 3 points in the bag. It will be a challenging game, but Burnley are down in 19th place in the league. We are currently occupying 7th place in the league, and with the way we have been performing of late, there is every chance that we can come away from this game with all the 3 points in the bag and, you know, really put the wrench in the works for Burnley's survival in the Premier League. Eddie Howe, of course, speaking to the press today at his presser, confirmed that Fabian Shaw was set to miss the remainder of the season with a hamstring issue that forced him off at half-time against Sheffield United last Saturday. So that's a bit of bad news going into the game forward. Unfortunately, that means that we'll now have to move Emil Kraft into the centre-back role and then put somebody else in that right-back position. Then, of course, there is also a bit of positive news as well in the fact that we did hear Almiron could be available for this one. And it is, of course, being confirmed by Eddie Howe in his presser today that Miggy is back with the senior squad after an injury and was seen training on Wednesday. Also seen training on Wednesday as well was Nicky Pope and Joe Linton as well. So there is a chance that they could both be in contention for the starting lineup, of course, come the match tomorrow at that 3 o'clock kickoff time. And of course, Trippier at the moment is currently out in Dubai training as he looks to get back on the field for the closing 3 games of the season, presumably the minimum amount, of course, according to reports, to convince England boss Gareth Southgate that he's available for the Euro 2024 selection. Joel Willock, Lewis Miley, Matt Target, Sandro Tonali, of course, because he's banned, and Sven Botman and Jamal Lascelles won't play again this season. And like I said, Nicky Pope, you know, might be in contention alongside the likes of course, Joe Linton for getting in that starting lineup for the game. Of course, at 3 o'clock tomorrow down at Turf Moor. Assuming he keeps a pace, of course, Martin Dubravka will make his 150th Premier League appearance for Newcastle. Dan Burn, meanwhile, is 1 game away from completing a century of Magpie outings in all competitions. And there is some talk going around as well about Eddie Howe having his 100th game as Newcastle United manager as well. Though, to be honest, I thought we already had that. That might have been Premier League. Correct us if I'm wrong down in the comments below. But there is news going around that this, of course, is Eddie Howe's 100th game as a Newcastle United manager. So, you know, if that is the case, then, you know, hopefully we can get the 3 points in the bag and celebrate it in style. The referee for the game is Anthony Taylor, a 4th Newcastle game of the season for the Whistler from the Manchester area. None of which, of course, have been at Newcastle at St James's. Starting with, of course, games against Wolves, which was a 2-2 draw down at their ground. The return, of course, of them for a 4-2 loss against Liverpool at theirs. in a 3-2, of course, victory against Nottingham Forest down at the City Ground. On VAR, it's going to be the Scouser, of course, John Brooks. So it's a Manchester and Scouse contingent once again for the officials for this game. It's something that we have seen quite a bit played out this season, and it hasn't really boded well for her. You know, they've always been very controversial with their decisions in games. Hopefully that doesn't overshadow, you know, the performance on the pitch by our lads. Hopefully, you know, our lads can overcome controversial decisions that, you know, we expect, really, to be honest, from the likes of Anthony Taylor. You know, 120 yellow cards he's dished out this season in 24 games. That shows, you know, how bad of a referee he is. 120 cards in, you know, 24 games. That is really bad. You know, that is a bad official, and hopefully, you know, he doesn't affect the game too much tomorrow against Burnley down at Turf Moor. But let us know your thoughts, you know, down in the comments below. Burnley fans, if you're watching, you know, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is a tough game for yous. It's a tough game for us. You know, no game at the end of the day in the Premier League is ever easy. But I do think, you know, we do have enough there in the tank to be able to come away with, you know, the 3 points against Burnley. It is going to be tough because it is at Burnley's ground, it is Turf Moor, and, you know, they have been undefeated in the last 3, having, of course, only been beaten just once in their last 8 outings as well. So it is, you know, pretty tough stats to go up against. But, you know, I'm confident we can come away with a win, and I'm going to go with a score prediction of Newcastle to come away. Let's go with a positive score prediction because I think we will come away with a decent score here. And I'm going to see Newcastle come away with a 4-2 win against Burnley down at Turf Moor. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, remember to hit that like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, you can check out my merch store. Of course, there will be a link up in the top corner up here to go buy some merch from there. It's not that expensive, and it does help to support the channel. And another way you can support the channel if you don't want to buy the merch for free is by hitting that like button. It costs nothing, it takes seconds to do, and it does immensely help the channel to grow moving forward. So till next time, I'll see you all later. However, lads.